If you find yourself sunny side up, one foot in front of the other, and can understand the words coming out of my mouth, what's happening? Welcome in to another edition of the Breaking Bread radio program, right here on Birmingham's Real Talk, Talk 99.5, coming to you live. Thank you, Jesus. Once again, from the Redland Rifle Studios, Highway 280, inside of Redland Rifle Company. If you're looking for a piece, for some peace of mind, to help keep all the things that you value the most safe, swing on through. Check out the great selection of handguns, long guns, short guns, accessories, optics. They got it all. RedlandRifle.com for some more information. Today's show also brought to you, as always, by the fine folks at Vapor Forge, Highway 280, next to Bailey Brothers Music. Great selection, great prices, great service. If you smoke cigarettes for way too long like I did, stop. They're going to kill you. It's going to happen. Your family loves you, and they want you to be around. Plus, if you don't know, you smell. Your breath is foul. You don't breathe nearly as good as you should. And, if you really want your... Food is too expensive now for it not to taste as good as it possibly can.
You want those eggs to taste fresh?
Absolutely. And so if you smoke cigarettes for too many years, the food don't taste nearly as good as it could. And, I mean, why come pay me extra for a delicious cheeseburger at Chubfather's if you can't even taste it for real? Get more information at vaporforge.com. Most importantly, go check them out and tell your man, the Chubfather, sent you. And I'm going to drop back and not get drafted like Shador Sanders, but pass it to my brother AJ so we can keep things moving with Crocker Movement Services.
Yes, CrockerMovingServices.com, CrockerMovingServices.com. Great moving company, and I'm telling you, when you see them and you work with them, you're going to be very pleased how efficient, how courteous. The customer service is straight through the roof. Just the professionalism, and I just love working with these guys. So when you're ready to make that move, no matter how big or small, or time limit, that 2-hour rate, I'm telling you, you're going to be very pleased with it. Reach out to them, CrockerMovingServices.com, CrockerMovingServices.com. I know we got a guest, but I just want to make this real quick as far as we get into the things that we know. I've been seeing this whole conversation all over social media, and I know that we did something about – oh gosh, it was one of the first kind of big things that we did on the show. It had to deal with cereal mascots. And
that was a fun March Fatness bracket.
That was, and if they had got into a fight, which one would win? Obviously, my character won, even though there's still a dispute on that.
There's a dispute. It's disputed. It's disputed. You did win.
The people voted, so I won.
You did win, and had it not been for the person that I voted for being far more of a dominating force, I would have absolutely agreed with you that Tony the Tiger would have been the way to go.
I don't remember this. What year was this?
You weren't here.
You weren't. Yeah,
so the number one seed on AJ's side of the bracket was Tony the Tiger, and I agreed with that. My person that I thought would win if they got into a fight was the Raisin Brand mascot, which doesn't sound all rough and tumble and all that kind of stuff until you take into account that number one is the sun.
Oh, I do remember this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number two, it's holding 2 metal scoops. So the sun is holding 2 metal scoops that would basically just melt Tony the Tiger when he tried to come with his karate. Okay? So, but yeah, you're right. The Tiger beat the sun.
I do love your passion, sir.
The Tiger beat the sun.
I can hear the passion. It's just like me talking about having a bone.
This is 4 years ago.
In the chicken.
He still sounds robbed.
Yeah. No, he was highly upset.
I was livid.
Highly upset. Yeah, he was.
This was rigged.
Funny.
It was rigged.
He really thought his
funny.
mascot was going to win. But they always have the sun as this small little thing in all the commercials. So anyway, but the reason why I brought
At
this up,
least it wasn't the leprechaun.
well, yeah. Now if the leprechaun won, yeah, you know it was rigged. But I bring this up because I wanted to talk about this, and I was like, what? First of all, why are we having this conversation anyway? But
Because you
it's
brought
on
it
social
up.
media. It's on social media, and I saw it, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna bring this up. This whole a gorilla versus 10 individuals. Have y'all seen this on social media?
I have seen this on X or whatever.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay. First of all, whose ideal is it to be like, oh, let's fight a gorilla? I'm not saying that that's really what's happening, but why?
I saw a rendering of it was 10,000 gorillas versus a million men.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I'd take the 10,000 gorillas.
oh man, they were just tossing dudes everywhere. Like
That's not even close.
yeah, like it was closing time somewhere. I mean, just tossing folks.
I'm not fighting a gorilla. Like
No.
AJ, if you decide that like you want, if you were putting your team of 10 together, I'm not assuming that you do because you would because I make cheeseburgers for a living. So I don't know how much help I would be.
Right.
But
well, I mean, you might be a good help. I mean, you see,
I might be a good sacrifice.
No, it'd be strategy, right? Because you can make the burgers to distract the gorilla, even though they eat nothing but grass and leaves.
Say, yeah.
They'll smell the burger and be like, oh.
I'll make them plant-based that day.
Right.
You got some new salads on the menu, anyways.
Well, yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah. Still feel
Surprise
dirty about that. I just don't want people to get the wrong idea.
Right.
Right.
I'm not that way.
It's good to have choices.
Well, I mean,
It is.
we actually, that voice is Miss Anne Marie Harvey. She is the person we're talking today from the Hoover City School Foundation. I think she has a much more important title than that, but that's the best that I had at the moment because all of my pieces of paper are disorganized.
Yeah.
So, there you go.
I should have stapled them together for you, I guess.
You could at least put them in order. That would have been great. Why are you going to number them if they're not in order?
But yeah, so I don't know. I just thought that would be kind of interesting. But yeah, if you think about 10 people to fight a gorilla, y'all see the videos where the gorilla just walks past somebody, just grabs this dude by the leg and just drags him, just like let him know, like, hey, you really think you're gonna whoop me?
And he's dragging him like it's a piece of paper.
right, like it ain't nothing.
Yeah.
I think I would
Like-
probably spend some time training with Sigourney Weaver and figure out how she managed to keep the gorillas so calm and Gorillas in the Mist. I mean, I know that it still ended tragically for her.
Very.
I was thinking wasn't she in Aliens too?
She was.
Yeah, she
You'd
was.
want that kind of training, I think.
Well, no, I would want to rock the gorillas to sleep,
Mm.
so I could get away. I won't hurt an animal that I'm not gonna eat. Like if you taste good and I'm hungry, I get you.
It's on like Donkey Kong.
Yeah, man.
See what I did there?
So you ain't gonna have no monkey burgers or anything like that? No gorilla
Let's change the subject.
no
I don't need anybody hot on my trail. Let's,
PETA out in
All
front of
right,
your
well-
out in front of the store.
bring on the pita with some tzatziki
well,
and maybe some hummus.
Speaking of sandwiches, Uncrustables is coming out with another flavor. This one is peanut butter and mixed berry.
Okay, I'm here for that.
So,
I'm a big fan of the mixed
that'll be
berry.
hitting that'll be hitting the stores here pretty soon. Now, I'm surprised someone hasn't really done this before. But, a lot of times when they say, when you're cooking, especially with butter, they're always like, yeah, it takes about 8 cubes or 6 cubes or 7 cubes or whatever, or how many cubes it needs to put in.
If the recipe don't call for a stick, I ain't cooking it.
It's fair. It's the
Well,
only
that's
good way to
true.
cook a steak.
Hey, that's true. Well, there is a new butter brand that is doing that where they already have the butter already cut in cubes, so you don't have to worry about doing that. So the brand is called Challenge, and it's in stores now. So there you go.
So what? It's just cubed butter, like in 1 tablespoon. Like, is that really worth
Yes.
it? That seems
Yeah,
like a lot
so
of wasted packaging.
That is.
But hey,
I mean-
they just said it. Obviously, there's a market for it. So
Yeah,
Uh,
and that market is Whole Foods, Sprouts, where the rich people shop.
I'm gonna shop there one day. One day, I'm gonna get there.
You said no, but not today though.
No,
Not today.
no, or probably not tomorrow.
Today I'm going to Aldi.
Yeah, I love passing that place.
Yeah, man.
All right, and one more thing. Now all these different trends are coming out. So the new thing at some restaurants, they had the pickle sandwich, right? Basically it's a sandwich that is in between a sliced pickle. Well, now the new thing is called avocado which is basically an avocado sliced in half and then your sandwich in between. Now, the only thing about that is it's only going to last for like a certain amount of time because the oxidation of the
right
of the avocado is going to turn brown very quick.
Unless you got a really genetically modified avocado.
For real.
Right. Right.
Now,
so
can I make an Uncrustable announcement?
yes.
I will have you gentlemen come to the restaurant in a very short period of time, and I think we're gonna experiment with a little deep fried Uncrustable dessert.
Ooh.
Yes.
What is it? Say less or say more?
Yeah, say less. No,
say less.
Say less. Say less. Don't say more. No, say less.
Mm.
But you know what? One thing you can do, maybe you can do an Uncrustable chub burger.
We could do Uncrustables as the top and bottom bun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Just don't make a pan of them because it took me a week to eat that pan of whatever that other stuff was. I don't think I can do that again.
Butter casserole.
Yeah.
No, so we're gonna just dunk it down in ye old funnel cake batter, and then toss it in the fryer. Maybe a little powdered sugar.
It's like a fried Oreo.
Yeah, man.
That's
Maybe
pretty
maybe a little Nutella for the people who like the hazelnut spread.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a Bojangles over by my house that is
Do people go there?
closed. It's closed.
Oh yeah.
So if you could put a Chub Fathers there so I don't have to drive all the way out to Alabaster, that would be fantastic.
Well, I mean, most times you just get food delivered.
I don't. Oh, that's true. Yeah. No, I am. Yeah,
like,
that's
I
true.
don't.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
kind of have
I
your
thought
own
you meant.
Chub
Yeah,
Father- you have your personal Chub Father's concierge.
That's good. And fortunately, it's good enough cold. Because I would rate you at like 2 stars.
Right. AJ, it never fails. I'll be like, well, it's the same thing for when I used to try to bring us food up to the station. Like, I'll make it and I'll be like, hey, JD, you want some lunch? And then I'll make it. And then 2 hours later, I'm like, hey, I'm on my way.
Well, and it also may take me 2 hours to respond. Hey, what do you want? Just surprise me.
Yeah, I just feed him. That's what we
it's
do.
just good.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to do it. All right, so and if you don't know, now you know.
I know so much more now than I did before. There's people stupid enough to buy pre-cubed, individually cubed butter.
This is so weird.
It's dumb.
It
You know what's it's almost as crazy to me as the fact that every time I pass a park that has them, there are more people on the pickleball courts than there are on the basketball courts.
well, yeah.
Yeah, because everybody now thinks they could be pickleball players.
Hoover's got 50 or 60 different pickleball courts now.
Well, we just put
It's
in
like
a bunch
one a
more
week
in
goes up.
Alabaster.
Yeah.
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 You know, the same people that are going to buy this cubed butter, probably the same people that finance their dinner at Chili's.
Yeah. They also
Yeah.
shoot Glocks,
Mm.
for the record.
Poor folks.
Craig and Keith and the team at Birmingham Broker want you to know if you're looking to get out of your current vehicle and into something else like a fat check, don't go to the dealership and get hosed and offered less than your ride is worth. And don't meet somebody you don't know and get shanked in a dark alley. And Lord knows your children are filthy. That minivan, it needs some help. But Craig and Keith and the team at Birmingham Broker can sell it and sell it fast for you so you don't have to. Just go to bhambroker.com, fill out some information, have a consultation, come to an agreement, hand them the keys. Fix yourself a libation. Maybe even go to the, I've got all these pieces of paper. What's it called? The
Derby and Dining
Yeah, Derby and Dining coming up soon.
tomorrow.
We'll tell you the date.
Yeah.
And Birmingham Broker will sell your car and sell your car fast so you didn't have to. I don't know why all my words ran together right there.
I don't know why you stuck that Derby and Dining right in the middle of Keith and Craig's live read.
Well, I thought it was poignant.
Extra money for it.
Yeah,
There you go.
It was poignant.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, just trying to.
I didn't know where you're going with that.
No, in the
He was
business.
yeah, it's talking about the guest that's in the studio in the upcoming event, and then of course,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh, I got you.
In the business, JD, we call that a tease.
Oh, I got you. I got so much to learn.
You do.
I'm so glad I'm surrounded by professionals.
I know.
He's not used to getting teased. That's the problem.
Oh, rude.
I'm gonna rub off on you one of these days. It's the Breaking Bread radio program on Talk 99.5. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to Breaking Bread on Talk 99.5.
If you're looking to buy
Once I found The folks at Helena Hollow want you to bring your mama and them to the second annual Helena Hollow Mother's Day Rodeo. They were voted one of the 5 best new rodeos in the Southeast by the SPRA. That's the Southeastern Professional Rodeo Association. That sounds official.
Big deal.
Big deal. Big deal.
Real big.
If you want tickets, you will not be able to purchase them day of at the event. You must go to helenahollow.com and get tickets. Gates open at 5. Rodeo starts at 7:30. 8 great events. Mutton busting, breakaway roping, barrel racing, tie-down roping, team roping. Is this a rodeo or 50 Shades of Grey? Lord have
I don't know.
mercy.
Man, they must have been in my closet.
Bareback riding, saddleback riding, and bull riding. Plus,
It would be 50 grades
Stop.
of ashy
stop.
if it was AJ.
Stop. Stop. We have a guest. I'm trying to behave.
Okay. All right.
Lord have mercy.
But she's laughing.
Yeah, but when she has standards and people that she knows are gonna watch,
It's true.
Right.
you know.
That's true.
Screw it. I ain't changing for nobody.
50 Shades of Ash.
Yeah, 50 Shades of Ash. The Breaking Bread crew will be doing our show live from 6 to 7 at the rodeo. So if you're there, make sure you come by and say hello. And then after that, we are actually going to be streaming the rodeo to our Breaking Bread YouTube channel, which is Breaking Bread Radio AL. Make sure you go like and smash that subscribe button because we're going to be doing some rodeo commentating.
Turn on your notifications.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mutton
Yes.
bust that like button.
Mutton bust.
Bust that like button. I like it.
That's awesome.
I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, helenahollow.com for more information.
I'm really looking forward to this.
I know. It's going to be super fun.
Yeah, I hope we get
And
the
it's
video
kind of
feed.
cool to see them build the actual I don't know what do you call it? Not arena. I guess you call it arena.
Yeah, the rodeo the rodeo arena.
Yeah,
The
it's kinda
rodeo
cool to see them
circle.
Build it from like the
Squared
ground
circle.
up, so it's pretty cool. So
Absolutely.
I look forward to it.
Absolutely. Miss Ann is from Kentucky
Originally, yeah.
originally. Did you go check out much rodeo, and do they do much rodeo in Kentucky? It's just mostly racing of the horses.
It's mostly racing of the horses, no rodeo.
What part of Kentucky?
Northern, near Cincinnati.
Oh, okay.
So kind of got a foot in both states.
That's awesome. So you had access to some Skyline chili.
A lot of Skyline chili.
Are you a fan?
I prefer a local one called Dixie chili.
Dixie chili? Do they do the whole 5-way thing too?
Mm-hmm.
How many ways do you like it?
Probably 3.
3?
How am I still out of the loop on this?
You know, it's like the spaghetti, the sauce, cheese, onions, and
We had this conversation a while back, and I had no idea what Skyline chili was.
Me and you, we're
And-
going to Cincinnati.
I mean, we're going to have to.
AJ,
Now
you're
you
coming
gotta
too.
get the Skyline ice
Iconic.
cream. You gotta get the Skyline chili ice cream.
and it was actually started by a Greek family.
Yep.
Oh,
So there's a whole history there
Absolutely.
about that.
yeah.
Yep.
Meant to get some of that.
All right, when we get back, we're going to talk about the Hoover City Schools Foundation fundraiser going on tomorrow, which is Derby and Dinner
In Bluff Park.
in Bluff Park.
Beautiful Bluff Park.
We got some questions from Miss Anne Marie Harvey, and she's got some answers.
100%.
And you are listening to the Breaking Bread radio program right here on Birmingham's Real Talk, Talk 99.5. Come back, why don't you? We are. Music's playing. We got a guest. And if you know, you know. That means it's time for 5 questions, and I guarantee you JD did not prepare one.
I prepared all this, but not questions.
Oh boy, you guys know
Every time.
I have a reporting background, so I'm expecting these to be really good.
Okay. Well, since I'm going to ask one off your list.
Oh, I made this.
Oh, did you?
Yes. Yeah. These are not. This is.
So I don't
This
know
is
what the list
not
says.
Okay. All right.
No.
Can you explain what the Hoover Craft Project is and how it benefits 5th grade students?
Okay, well, it's the Hovercraft project.
Oh, that too.
First
Yeah.
off.
Oh, well, I thought it was misspelled. Like, I make cheeseburgers for a living.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was like, what are you talking?
I mean, that kind of works great with Hoover.
Yeah, well, I was just like, are y'all like doing like basket weaving? What's going on here?
AJ, where did you find this guy?
Okay, so back up. So
Okay.
the Hovercraft project
Yes.
is something that we have been sponsoring for the last 4 years. And it is a project that teaches every single 5th grader in our district how to build a hovercraft from scratch. So they get all the materials together. There's a team they're from Florida, and they have a big truck that they drive around, and they go from school to school to school doing the hovercraft project with 5th graders. So it's a lot of collaboration. It's a lot of innovation. It's teamwork, working together. It's great to see it in action. So I went to almost every single one. We had it all 10 of our elementary schools, and I got to go to just about all of them this year. And I went at different times of the day so I could see the kids in action. So I saw them from the beginning stages where they were actually drawing on the fabric of the hovercraft. It's sort of attached to a leaf blower.
Yeah.
And so it rises up, and then they have to press the engine, make it go, and it'll zoom across the floor. And they do this in the gym. And so they are learning about some physics, engineering. It's everything kind of all put into one package. And it's so great to see. You can see frustration. You can see kids, there'll be some tears. They're just, maybe I'm not enjoying working with this person, or it's somebody I'm not usually working with, but I'm going to have to learn how to collaborate.
Right.
And we all want to ride that hovercraft at the end.
Sure.
Right? So, and they put the adults on the hovercrafts too, and they'll have people pushing and you're driving, and it's super fun. The kids say it's their most fun day of the year. The teachers say it's the most fun day of the year. And we've gotten some corporate sponsors. Alabama Power helps us power our hovercrafts. And this year, the Hoover City Schools also threw in some money because it's super expensive.
I can imagine. It sounds it.
Yeah, it's like $4,000 a day per school.
Oh, wow.
So it's very expensive.
Well, I'm very happy to know that there's something that Hoover beat Thompson at. I don't think we've ever had a hover. I kid.
You're not kidding.
I kid. No, they're great at women's basketball these days.
They are?
They are. Hoover, yeah.
Yeah.
Did y'all just win the state championship again?
I think so.
Yeah. They're awesome.
Yeah. I really just follow Simmons.
Oh.
And it wasn't so good.
You're such a great citizen of the city.
I mean, look, there's a lot of things going on. And I don't really care about basketball that much.
Name one. Name one thing.
I had to produce all this paperwork for you, and you still got it wrong.
I did.
It's okay. I'll correct you. I'm an editor.
You.
I'm an editor.
I appreciate that very much.
There you go.
Who's next?
I'll go.
Go.
All right. So being from Kentucky,
Yes.
hands down best bourbon, in your opinion.
I'm not too much of a bourbon drinker. I hate to
Uh-oh.
break that to you.
It's like me saying I'm not a gun guy.
I know that's sort of a bad thing, but I will tell you an interesting family fact. My 5th grade uncle is Elijah Craig, so I probably better
What?
go with that one.
Does that mean you get a discount?
No,
Oh.
no.
Is it almost like if you're part of like an Indian, do you get like residuals?
So I don't
Get that
think
like
so.
down the line?
I was wishing that would be the case, but no. My mom spent some time doing some genealogy of our family, and
That's pretty awesome.
traced it back to. So it's my claim to bourbon fame is that Elijah Craig's my 5th grade uncle.
Wow. I don't have anything that spectacular.
No,
So
Wyatt Earp was like my
Deep
7th
roots.
cousin.
Deep Kentucky roots. That's all I
Man,
can say.
my uncle
That's
used to
awesome.
drink a lot of Elijah Craig, so yeah.
Now, do y'all do anything?
So we got a connection there.
That's
So
so
Yeah,
funny.
yeah, there we go.
AJ, what you got, baby?
all right, so since you are from Kentucky, and you're doing a Kentucky Derby kind of event tomorrow.
Yes.
I know we talked about the mint juleps, but tell me, is there a place in Kentucky that you had a good hot brown, and also a hot brown? Is that going to be served at the event tomorrow?
No hot browns. I wish we could.
Oh.
It's a little bit hard to transport that one.
Mhm.
The Brown Hotel in Louisville makes a really nice hot brown.
Yeah,
I've also
isn't that
made
where
them
it
at home.
started?
Yeah, mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
that and the Derby pie. Yeah, we are having Derby pie tomorrow night, and our students at the River Chase Career Connection Center are actually making individual Derby pies for our guests. So we're pretty excited about that. That was my request. It's if you don't know what Derby pie is, it's a pecan pie that has some chocolate chips in it, and typically bourbon. Our students are not going to cook with bourbon, but that's okay.
Are you
Still
gonna have an
is
adult version of
delicious.
this? You gonna have an adult version of this?
No, we're just letting our
Ah.
students make that for us. So,
Okay.
but if you want an adult version, I can hook you up.
Okay. All right.
Favorite place to eat in Hoover?
Ooh, we really enjoy Farley's. We go there a lot.
All right.
And Trey Luna. Those are probably our two favorites.
Trey Luna's good.
Excellent. Absolutely.
It's real good.
Absolutely.
So are y'all doing hats tomorrow?
It's the Derby.
Right.
Yes, we are doing hats.
So, favorite hat worn by a famous person that you can think of?
Oh, that's a great question for the radio.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, Princess Diana usually had some fantastic hats.
She
mo-
did.
Most everybody from that's coming over from there,
Yeah.
they've got really, really insane
But
hats.
you see some really cool hats at Derby though. If you go,
Well, that's what I meant, like famous
Yeah.
person at the Derby.
I don't know. I can't think of one. I don't know. I can't think of one.
That's fair.
That's a hard question.
Stumped her. Nailed it.
Talk about
You did.
schools. I can
I'm
talk
not
more
good at
about
these
schools.
questions. I'm really not good at these questions. I have all day, and I still forget about this
Well, I
every
mean,
single
like
time.
the fact that you took time to like prepare questions for us to ask, and then didn't ask a question off the list that
Well,
you
these-
wrote.
These are not the questions. I figured those would be more for the meat of the conversation, not the
Oh.
Pac-Man
Well,
whatever.
I'm just here for the dessert.
So
Yeah, I mean, this is part of the whole the crux of everything. So
these
you could
these aren't nearly these questions aren't usually the hard hitting ones,
Right.
And you just dove in with the Hoover craft. And
Maybe we should rename it for call it the Hoovercraft.
I'm for that.
yeah,
I'm for that.
Down on
And if
that.
if you could just get me a Hooked on Phonics scholarship, that'd be great.
right, absolutely.
If you could raise some money to get me hooked on phonics, that'd be fabulous.
We'll have to see what we can do.
Thanks.
What's AJ's question?
Oh my god.
I don't know. I can't read his mind.
All right, so just tell us what all right, tell us just a background of just how did you get a part of this foundation, and what is the I guess I'm trying to get the right question. First, how did you get partnered with the foundation, and then
Sweet.
secondly, what benefit does the foundation do for the students
Okay.
in this Hoover City?
Yeah. Okay. So I'll just start at the beginning with a little bit about the foundation. We were established in 1992, so just a few years after the school system was established in Hoover, and we are the nonprofit 501c3 portion of the school system. We're not affiliated with the schools, but everything we do benefits our students and our teachers within our schools. So we spend our time fundraising and working with corporate sponsorships in order to bring money back to schools in form of teacher grants and projects like the Hovercraft Project, Seed Lab, which has been an innovative think tank for our teachers to come up with ideas that they could then spread across the whole district so that other teachers could benefit from things that they are thinking about and see that would work in their classrooms. And then GEMS, which is Girls Engaged in Math and Science. And so we've been kind of instrumental in those things. The way I got involved originally was that the foundation was my client for a marketing firm that I work for. And I worked with them as a client for about 5 years, and the executive director stepped down. And the opportunity was presented to me to come be the interim, which I did. And then I decided that I had a real passion for this. My mom was a teacher. My cousins are teachers. I have a lot of respect for educators and what they do in the classroom. And so I really felt a passion for this. And I knew we could do some good in the schools. And I see the difference that it makes. My children went to Hoover schools. I see what great classrooms we have, what great teachers we have, and they deserve to have the best for their students that we can give them.
Amen.
I like
It's
it.
outstanding.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
They got some good people associated with Hoover City School Foundation too. I mean, like there's some really really good people that are a part of that.
Yeah, we've got a great board of directors.
They will do anything for you. I mean, you can ask them anything. You see them somewhere, ask them questions. I mean, they will sit there and tell you everything you want to know.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So the benefit is tomorrow.
Yes,
And
dining.
in Bluff Park. Whereabouts at Bluff Park?
It is an Orison Oak Farm, which was formerly known as Hare Farm, but it's now Orison Oak. And it gives you the feel that you might be on a Kentucky farm. It's really pretty over there in Bluff Park. And we're going to start off in the barn. We're going to have a few horses. And we'll go into the barn. We'll have a silent auction for people to view all the things for that. And they can bid straight from their phones, QR codes, the whole thing.
Nice.
And then our jazz band from Spain Park is going to be there to perform for us. We really love to have our students involved. I also have a student board that works with us. And so my student board volunteers are going to be there helping people move around and get to where they need to be. And around, like after the first hour of all of that, then we're going to move up to the pavilion and have dinner, which is catered by walk-ons.
Nice.
So that's going to be great. And then, like I said earlier, our RC3 students have made our derby pies for us. And we have also established a brand new award this year called the Lasting Impression Award. And this, our educators were nominated by teachers, parents, like other teachers, parents, students, community members, anybody who felt like there was a certain educator that had made a difference in their student's life could nominate them. We had 64 nominations, which was for the first time out of the gate, we were thrilled with. And we picked an elementary school winner, a middle school winner, and a high school winner. So those 3 teachers are going to be recognized tomorrow night, first time award. And one of our former board members actually made our awards. So we're really excited. They are beautiful. I cannot wait to get them. They're also going to get a little surprise for their classroom. So we're also excited about that. And this is something we want to continue forward. We know from the kinds of grants that we get, grant requests that we get, that our teachers have great ideas. And our teachers make a difference in our kids' lives. So we want to acknowledge that and make something special out of it. So that's going to be part of our evening as well. And I don't know if you know Reed and Will Lockamy, the brothers are from Red Mountain Radio, are going to come be our MCs. Reed is a teacher at Hoover High School. He's one of our English teachers. So we're happy to have them join us as well.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Now, if y'all haven't, if you haven't been out to the, I'm gonna just call it the Hare Farm, because they have done an incredible revamp. I mean, it's just unbelievable the amount of work that they have put into that thing. Now, isn't this the people that own that? They're the Bluff Park ice cream.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, they are.
So I mean, it's just unbelievable how good that thing looks out there now.
It's so nice, and they have been so good to us and been so helpful. And there's even an ice cream party that's part of our auction from Bluff Park Ice Cream. So we're thrilled to have that too. So it's been a great collaboration so far. And everybody who's come out has been really surprised. They're like, it's just so pretty out here. I'm like, it really is.
Yeah,
it's
good.
really pretty.
If folks are interested in attending, how can they go about getting tickets?
Go to www.hoovercsf.org/events. And there are still tickets available. Our VIP tickets are sold out, so we're not selling any more of those, but we're selling our regular tickets for $75. And I would just ask that you do that before you come. Just makes it easier for you and for us. We check you in, and then you can start bidding and have fun. Actually, the auctions and the raffles that we have are already open, so you do not have to attend to do one of our raffles. So you can go on to that same site, hoovercsf.org/events, and happily buy a raffle ticket.
So, like, if you don't have,
what's the attire? What's the attire?
just give me
Hey,
the
good
ass.
question. Derby attire. We're doing derby
Okay.
attire. So, ladies, nice dresses and hats, or fascinators, and guys, khaki
For
pants,
what?
nice shirt, a fascinator.
What's a fascinator?
It's kind of like a headband with a hat on
No.
it.
And that's where I was kind of going with my hat question earlier. I just totally botched it.
You didn't know what a fascinator was?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what a fascinator is.
I mean, she just
but
told you.
I know,
So a
but
fascinator is somebody who fascinates when they go to an event.
yes,
Yes.
yeah.
Well, you definitely notice
And
them
they're
when you see a
fascinating.
fascinator.
Yes.
Right.
They're a little different.
Because I did read that like y'all were doing that the hats and everything. So
Yeah, yeah.
Now,
Trying
is
to
it
get
true?
there.
Is it like
Maybe
bigger
next year.
The bigger the hat, the most exciting, or is it smaller the hat? How's that work? when
I
it
don't know.
comes
Is it
to-
like higher the hair, the closer to Jesus? I mean, like I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Who knows?
That's a good answer.
Just-
I mean, we gonna rock with that. Yeah, bigger the hat, closer to Jesus. Thing.
Yeah.
You know, I like that.
hats with girth,
Yeah.
I guess.
That's one of them girthy hats.
It's a
you
shower.
got
It's a
on
shower.
fish.
It's a grower, not a.
If you think you have an okay, so let me ask you guys. Let me just get you guys out there in listening land to do us a favor. We want to sell more roofs for Noda Roofing than Andrew McLean does on the line, and he's on for 4 hours.
Right.
And today, he was just like, nah, blah, 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 blah.
I had
So
to
many
turn it
people.
off.
You know
I
what
had
I'm
to turn
saying?
it off. Yeah.
If you guys would just go to noTOroofing.com right now, even if you don't need it, sign up for a worry-free risk evaluation, roof evaluation, and tell them the Breaking Bread crew sent you to stomp a mud hole in Andrew McLean's The Line Show. We just want to sell more roofs in
That's
1 hour
brilliant.
than he does in 4.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Y'all should do that.
You should.
I mean, you know what? They came through for Ben last night. So
They did.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell them to the tune of what?
it's about $1,500 in an hour.
Let's freaking go.
Yeah. It's
That's
outstanding.
awesome.
God bless y'all, man. Thank you so very much. So very much. Roofing professionals at Noda Roofing. Noda Knows Roofing. NOTOroofing.com. Make sure you tell them that the Breaking Bread crew sent you, even if it was Andrew McLean.
Ooh, even better. I'm just gonna go on their website and just start requesting.
Yeah. Can you
random
queue up some
homes.
bots for us?
Yeah, and get AI just to do all of it.
Yeah. Just drive past the house and be like, that roof looks
Yeah.
pretty raggedy.
Just fill out the form.
Try to do you a solid. All right, we got to take a break. When we come back, we will have a little bit longer to speak with Miss Anne Marie Harvey from the Hoover Skitties.
Hoover City Schools Foundation.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
I blame the bourbon.
yeah. You blame the Hoover craft.
Yes, I blame the Hoover craft.
Yeah.
Took me down the wrong path.
It's a good thing you make cheeseburgers.
Well, I was gonna take the car from the little like electrified battery car program.
Yeah, the green power.
Yeah, but it's broken.
Yeah.
So, like this chair, I'm about to die.
Yeah.
This is not a very safe place. We gotta go. We'll be back though. It's Breaking Bread Talk 99.5.
You're listening.
Just a few more moments here on the Breaking Bread radio program with Miss Ann Harvey from the Hoover City School Foundation. So you guys do a lot of, you raise a lot of money. You guys evidently, I mean, just looking at this spreadsheet that JD put together, you guys do a phenomenal job raising money. A lot of that comes from grants. Do you see that still being a viable thing in the future? It seems like they're getting harder and harder to come by.
Yeah, they are harder to come by, and I will say that larger grants, because of, everybody thinks Hoover's a very affluent city, and to some extent it is, but we have 33% of our kids who are on free and reduced lunch. So there is a large amount of need in our city. Unfortunately, when you go to apply for grants and you're against something like Birmingham City, Jefferson County, Shelby County has 50%. They all have more. So that's a lot of competition. So we have to look other places lots of times. I've done a lot of grants at this point and been turned down a lot of times. And they'll say the need's just not as great. We try to look for needs that are greater than yours, which we get, but we still have those needs in our city as well. So I have to look to some alternate sources for some of that. So corporations are very generous, and so we've done some grants through corporations, and then just individuals, small business owners. I started something this year called 100 for Hoover. If you're a small business owner, it might be too much for you to donate $500 or $1,500, but $100, haven't had anybody turn me down yet. So that's something that's very doable.
Come see me at Chubb Fathers. I'll give you 100.
I will come see you at Chubb Fathers. I will drive all the way to Alabaster.
Please do. I'd appreciate that.
It's
I would
good food.
appreciate.
It's worth it.
Yeah, well,
So
we'll have
worth
to
it.
do that. And I mean, everybody can support your schools just a little bit at a time. It doesn't have to be a lot to make a difference.
Well, and it's funny. It's not. It's kind of tragic. It's not really funny. But like when you have a school system, the quality of Hoover, of Alabaster, yes, there is the affluentness, but there are people who are so committed to giving their children the best that they can, that they will go to move to other cities, that they maybe economically can't really
That's correct.
afford to be there. So they sacrifice a whole lot of everything just to give their kids the best shot at the future that they have. And so yeah, for all the money, there are plenty of folks. We do our best to help take care of negative lunch balances at the end of the school year to make sure that the SNAP program goes for the entire season.
Yep.
So yeah, just because there's some folks with some dollars.
It doesn't mean every school has dollars. We have
No.
7 schools that are title schools.
Right.
So it's a lot of need there.
There you go. Well, listen, we appreciate you.
Oh, gosh. Well, thanks for having me.
The door is always open, except for when it's closed, and that's just during the show. If you guys ever need to get the word out about anything, please use us as a resource. We're happy for you to be here.
Definitely appreciate that, and can't wait for Derby and Dining tomorrow night, and just appreciate you guys having us and sharing
Thank
the
you
word
for coming
about
on
the
such
foundation.
short notice.
One more time, where can people get tickets for the event tomorrow?
HooverCSF.org/events.
All right.
Do it.
That's about it. Till tomorrow. Love everybody. Feed the people. Holla back at your folks.
Peace.
Peace.